Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, site of the 1996 Olympic Games, Center Parc Stadium, and home to the Georgia State Panthers. And we have been feeling the excitement for this one all. The Yellow Jackets will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Georgia State's offense will start this game off. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football, baby.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
At the 35, he's loose. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got his man. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Line getting set on second down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That is a great example of the D-line playing with tremendous awareness. That player knew he was not going to get to the quarterback, wasn't going to sack him. So he slowed himself down, got under control, located the quarterback, and then got his big paws in the air to knock it away.
He uncorks one deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Georgia Tech's offense will go to work for the first time. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground. And they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. A lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Giving him his pads. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds a man in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. Brings up 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Got room at the 35. Hit the afterburners, kid. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. The Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia State. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Floats it out in space. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He'll throw it. A strike downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
This offense has a 2nd down play. The inside handoff. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Unloads to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against...
Picked off. Looking for more room. The 20. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards.
Trying to beat the D deep. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He's going to take off. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards.
Lets it fly. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Panthers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UMass. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. He wants to throw. Forced out of the pocket. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
College football becomes more and more every year. More nickel, more dime packages, more speed on the field. So no matter what you do, I got a guy that can go chase down your...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. From the gun, the ground game. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started up. for a productive play on first down. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Brock. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
On the option. Touchdown, Panthers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Sometimes you try to fool the defense with the fullback. Not fooled there.
Better block. Goodness gracious, that's supposed to be a quick hitter, get me a few short yards, and there was nowhere to hit it. They just got hit in the backfield and brought the big fella down quickly.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. That last completion has him set up, 2nd and short. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella.
And he's running in the open. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The give is to Williams. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So he gets stuffed up. And now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Relying on that running game inside the red zone, he picked up 3 to the 11. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Just trucks through it. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Tried to give it another body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has ripped open runway ahead. The 40. The 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. After almost housing it from deep, they'll try to finish the deal from the red zone. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Second down coming up.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. On the option. He'll pitch it. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense. The option look. Now the toss. Touchdown, Georgia State. And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Lacey, requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Firing to the right, complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. went with the running game on first down, now back at it.
Brings up second down.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. It's complete to the left. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
First down to start the drive after the break. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance.
Going for it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. No huddle here for the offense.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Hand off from the shotgun. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right now.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Looking downfield, it's Brock. He wants to go deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And you got to wonder if this offense is trying to run the score up, because they are blowing this team out. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots. They're going to play until this clock reads all zeros.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Using his feet. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
With jet sweep pass. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Georgia State comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Georgia State. And the route is on. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what you're...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough. This offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Working the middle, it's complete. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Into the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Georgia Tech, 21.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Time to take a shot. Hauls it in on the right. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Back to pass, it's Brock. Starting to feel a little pressure. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. Well, these guys have gotten off to a great start, getting out of the gate 3-0. Jesse, do we have a contender on our hands?
I know it's early, Reese, but this looks like a team right now that could be in that college football playoff discussion come year's end. They've got the playmakers. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. They've overcome some tests early, David. I know it's a long season, but they at least look like they're for real.
They definitely look the part. They look like they're for real. But you know what happens throughout a season. You lose momentum and injury happens. So they're definitely one of those teams we're going to continue to talk about. But it's still early. It's week 3.